Hey, what's up everyone? And we are back for another Tainted Grail content. And this time we're going to talk about the poison build that I made for early levels, like level 16. I'm gonna show you the step-by-step skill builds on this. This build will focus mainly on status skill 3. The first skill, exploitation of affliction, it depends on you. Usually I just put one skill points on this because on hard mode, the damage doesn't suffice enough for me. I usually just rely on the second skill, potent poisons. This is your main skill and probably will carry you through if you got the weapon called the Sting. So basically what it does is it increase the poison damage by 75% by when it's max. So the Sting will do around 3.75% per second, so which is a bit too OP if you can leave it consistently. To show you the difference, this is the video wherein the left one has no passive and the right one has the poison bonus damage. Also, this is on hard mode just to show you the amount of HP the poison is melting on the mob. At the early levels, you don't have any access to poison yet, so I advise you to either go on dual wield with the 103, just add a skill point on agile fighter, either 1 or 2 points, or if you're going to sword and shield, I recommend you going to the shield 3. The third skill from the shield 3 is one of the best damage reduction you can get on hard mode. And also the first skill will add some more damage to your melee, so you are in the win-win status in both ways, since the Sting is capable on going through the shield route as well. If you are going on a magic build, you have a fireball on early on and just stick on the abnormal status 3 and be a glass cannon and then stack the stacking peril. So you have two options and just stack the poison once you get the Sting and then switch to fireball. This is how the build works. So you have the Sting and also you can weapon swap to the fireball or the torch just to stack on the burn. And yeah, this one I use the torch and just use that and wait for it for the double affliction and just go back to the poison again. The only problem on this build is it's too squishy, so you're expected to be a glass cannoneer because you will use a lot of mana. But even though you're squishy, on hard mode, this deals a lot of damage. And just look at this boss fight. It quickly melt the boss on hard mode. So going back, my personal choice will be going to Sword and Shield, and I prefer having a tanky so that I will avoid one hit from the hard mode. And I will start with a Sword and Shield so that I can get this bonus on the first skill. And then as soon as I get the Sting, I'll just go with the abnormal status 3. I don't need much damage on the melee side. I just buffing the negative status, which is the poison. That's where I'm just focusing on my damage, and the rest will be a damage reduction. In the armor tree, there is one that I really like, and that is the first skill is just a simple armor up, and the second one is the inner strength, which pump up your melee damage per endurance just to gain more melee damage. And this is probably one of the best damage reduction as well. So the toughened pain, you should get this if you want to be a melee tank. And yeah, this is very good to have if you want more reduction. The next skill will be on, I think it's on endurance, the health tree. So the first skill increase vitality. The first skill points on here is 5% HP bonus, so it's really high. Unlike the second skill points, just adds 2%. And I believe this is a valuable skill on the first skill points because it adds more and it avoids you to be one hit if ever you're not that tanky on the mobs. And that pretty much all for the skill tree. And for the stats, I will just go with 7 strength and 7 dexterity to get the requirements for the sting. And the rest will be on endurance, like 4 to 5. And after that, I'll just reserve more stat points until I get the second weapon that will have a affliction bonus. Because the main point of this build is to go dual wield, and you will have 2 affliction bonuses, and you will unlock that skill, the peril. So you have 2 affliction bonuses, their damage will ramp up very high, and you will be able to have access to heavy armors on that part, so it will be easier to cope with the damage reduction as well. Let's move on to the gears. The only important here is the sting, because we are now using the poison, and that pretty much is the one carrying us. And for the shield, we're just using this because we haven't found one yet. But this is one is very interesting because of the reflect. But I still don't have enough endurance. So once I got the endurance, this will be the one that I'm using until I found another one that is more tanky. For the helmet, I'm just using Luther's Mark for the critical chance because I'm already overweight if I use the Knight's helmet for more defense. And I don't have enough endurance to equip it, so I just leave it at that way. And also the cloak, I'm not really found anything that is interesting yet. As for the amulet, I haven't found one that is interesting, so I'm just using the critical chance. For the ring, I'm using the ring of protection for more armor. The knight's greave for more defense. I still don't have enough endurance. And knight's breastplate for more armor. Same goes for the gauntlets. And then ring of toughness for more encumbrance limit. And then the traveler's boots to increase my movement speed on exploration. As for my secondary, I'm just using the fireball and the torrent, the one that is flamethrower. And that pretty much it for my gear. I believe the shield and the sting is the only one important there. So I'm gonna leave you with this combat, and pretty much this is a tank build with this sting.